All praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Wawakakwadash. Peace, blessings, and much respect to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone on down to the rest of the elders who rule well within Israel. Salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like, pushing out this purified truth to the rest of the church who believe as well, you men who may not be teachers or prophets, you women, sons and daughters also. The water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross for the nation of Israel and the nation of Israel alone, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. So let's jump into it. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 13. We having the same spirit of faith, according as it is written, I believed and therefore have I spoken. We also believe and therefore speak. So if you have faith, if you really believe in this ministry, you're going to speak about it. You're going to teach it. You're going to confess it to others. Something in you, that burning desire in you, is going to have to come out one way or another. There be days, moments, just those times that come up. I don't want to deal with nobody. I don't want to look at nobody. I don't want to teach because I be so irritated dealing with, just whatever I'm dealing with, just being in the flesh. But it's the belief, it's my faith that keeps me going. Okay? That's why I teach. That's why I speak. Whether I want to or not, this truth is like a fire that's burning in me, just like how Jeremiah felt. Okay? We having the same spirit of faith. So in order for you to have faith, which is a gift, it's also a spirit that has to be in you. According as it is written, I believed and therefore have I spoken. We also believe and therefore speak. So those of us who believe, we are going to speak the gospel. Now you can't claim to be a believer, but you're not speaking the words of the Heavenly Father. You're coming up some other way. You're making up your own doctrine. You're trying to fancy it up to where it's world friendly. You want to be accepted by people who are evil, who don't mean you well anyway. You want to be accepted in a world full of people who try to get over on other people, who backbite and slander other people.
Notification.
Who are dishonest with other people right along with themselves. Yeah, people who will literally come down from teaching this high knowledge to lowering it to try to appease others, man. And if that's what you're doing, you don't really believe. We speak this truth because we believe it. If you're scared to speak this truth, you're worried about being put on some damn list. You're scared of being looked at as a terrorist when all you're doing is telling the truth. Okay? You're focused on the wrong thing. You're putting your fear in men. We are supposed to be pleasing the Lord. Now, within pleasing the Lord, if others are pleased within that, that's good. Whatever. But we're trying to please the Lord, not please men. Now, this is John chapter 5 and 44. How can ye believe which receive honor one of another, and seek not the honor that cometh from the power only? So we speak because we believe. But how could you claim to believe if you're seeking honor from men and you're not seeking honor from the Heavenly Father? You have men who are scared to say words or, certain, I'll just say that, certain words because they're scared of the algorithm. They're scared of being blackballed. They're scared of being canceled. Words like mark of the beast. Okay? You're scared to say mark of the beast. We got to give it to the people straight. It's one thing if you're scared to say the word COVID. Whatever, man. But when it comes to this ministry, I feel like we got to be straightforward. The spirit of truth is a straightforward spirit. It's yay and nay. There are certain people, when they hear certain words being spoken code, they might not necessarily know what you're talking about. So you'll have men, they'll be like the MOTB. Well, that's cool, but what if I just came across your video? I've never even looked into the Bible, let alone know what this acronym means, because you're scared of your page being canceled or blackballed and your views going down. Well, that sounds like to me a lot of you are just trying to appease men. Okay? Concerning this ministry, we got to please the Most High. We got to cut it straight how it's written in the Word. All right? It's not written in the Bible, MOTB. How can ye believe which receive honor one of another? Yeah, you want the honor of man. You want to be honored among brethren. You want to be honored among this world. But in reality, our honor should be coming from on high. That's where it matters. Because just because a brother honors you doesn't mean the Most High honors you. Okay? Just because a brother doesn't honor you doesn't mean the Most High does not honor you. Okay? How can ye believe which receive honor one of another, and seek not the honor that cometh from the power only? And that's the honor we want. We want the power. We want the dominion. We want the promises that's been given to the Israelites from him. It's not coming from nowhere else. That's not coming from the honor of man. The reason why I'm able to do this, that I've been protected throughout my days, that I've been, healthy and all that, is because of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, not because of me honoring men. But a lot of so-called believers, they really don't believe in reality. They're just trying to appease men. They like the attention that comes with appeasing men. And it does feel good to get your little accolades, have people applauding for you, have people enjoying your company. That does feel good. There's a dopamine rush that comes from that. But not if it is, in place of speaking truth. Not if it's in place of doing the right thing according to righteousness. All right? Let's go to Hebrews chapter 4. And I'm going ahead and wrap this up. Hebrews chapter 4 and 2. For unto us was the gospel preached as well as unto them. And for those who believe, some of them end up becoming teachers and prophets. They speak because they believe. That's what I read in 2 Corinthians 4 and 13. Belief makes you speak this word. Because this word was taught unto us. We heard this word just like many other people who have heard it. But there's a difference. When you hear this word, you're either going to be mixed with faith or you're going to be mixed with non-belief. For unto us was the gospel preached as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. So many have heard this truth, but it's not moving them, because this ministry is only for the Lord's elect. This ministry is only for those who have been called, sanctified from the beginning to receive this word. And we've been here many times. So we're not new. All right? You're not going to receive this word if you don't have faith. You're not going to be in the spirit of speaking this word, spreading this word, if you're not in the spirit of faith. You're not going to be in the spirit of telling the truth, telling it how it is, if you're not in the spirit of faith. Okay? Or your faith is lacking. If I was so concerned about views and all that, I would have stopped teaching a long time ago. I wouldn't use words like mark of the beast. Okay? Or microchip. I don't have to say C-hip. Okay? It sounds like cut rip. Let me stop, man. But we have to let it be known, man. We have to be upfront. We have to speak because we believe. It has nothing to do with us trying to be bad guys or villains. But in the eyes of a villain, the good guy is the villain. So regardless, we're going to be looked at, as doing the wrong thing anyway. When in fact, we're like the movie that Spike Lee produced called Do the Right Thing. We're doing the right thing. But we're surrounded by weirdos, man. We're surrounded by people who are dysfunctional. So for you to be appeasing a dysfunctional individual, something's wrong. Our glory comes from on high, and that's who we should be trying to please. And I pray that this lesson, it was simple and edifying. I'm going to go on ahead and make my way out to these streets and, put in this work for the Lord, man. So, Kahala, all praises to our power. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.